Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York. I just got back from Vegas. As most of you know, I came home with tons of content, so lots of new videos coming out from Vegas. I even have videos from Vegas from my last trip prior to this one that I haven't done yet. So lots of work to do here as far as editing them and getting them uploaded so you guys can see them. In the meantime, like I said, I just got home yesterday. I'm throwing this video together last minute so you can enjoy a video on the usual Monday at noon New York time. It's a short video, and I call it Coffee at the Cosmo. And as most of you know, if you visited Vegas, there are no coffee makers in any of these hotel rooms, and there's a reason for that, which I'll go into in a moment. The video also has a little feature that has art in the Starbucks downstairs that I want to show you. So make sure you watch this to the end. It's not very long. Let's check this out. So I don't know about you guys, but the first thing I like to do when I get up in the morning is have a nice cup of coffee. I drink mine black. However, as I said earlier in the video, and especially if you visited Las Vegas, you know this, there are no coffee makers in any of the hotels and casinos that I know of here on the Strip or downtown, and they do that for a reason. The reason is they don't want you laying in bed all day. They want you to get out of your room and into that casino. And a lot of these hotels, just like the Cosmo, strategically place their coffee places like Starbucks far away from the elevator, so you actually do have to walk through the casino to get your first cup of coffee in the morning. If anyone watching this video has stayed on the Strip or downtown recently and has had a coffee maker in their room, I'd like to know about it. Please leave a comment below. Actually, I think a lot of us would like to know about it. That just might be a deal maker for my next booking down here on the Strip. And except for a couple of quick edits like that elevator ride, this video is pretty much shot in real time, so you get to know exactly how long it takes to get from room 3709 at the Chelsea Tower at the Cosmo to get your cup of coffee and get back to your room. And just a personal hygiene note, I like to brush my teeth in the morning after drinking my black coffee. I like to get that coffee taste out of my mouth and leave the house feeling fresh and minty. So I did not brush my teeth yet, so I feel sorry for anyone that gets up in my grill or puts me in a bad mood, because you don't want me talking to you. This is Mitzi, the Rubber Ducky Showgirl, who shows up on all my Vegas videos. As most of you know, there are hidden mascots, or some of you call them Easter eggs, in my videos. Mitzi shows up in all the Vegas ones. Sometimes she's easy to spot, other times she's quite elusive, so keep your eyes open while watching the video. If you spot her, note the time in the comments below, and if you're the first one, you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. So I'm heading over to Starbucks, which is located right on the Strip. It's at the front of this building. Of course, I was at the back of the building. I'm going to Starbucks because someone had gifted me a Starbucks gift card a while ago, and that thing never seems to be running out of funds, so I'm going over there to see if I can finally empty that card out. While I'm on my way to Starbucks, I can fill you guys in on the details of what my week was like while I was in Vegas. I flew out on Sunday the 6th of September, and I flew back yesterday morning, Saturday, very early in the morning, the 12th. So it was pretty much a full week there. While there, I never quite acclimated myself to the time difference, so I've been waking up around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, which isn't fun to begin with, and on top of that, a lot of these coffee places are closed until 7 o'clock, so I'm stuck in my room with no coffee and nothing to do. I suppose I could brush my teeth, but old habits are hard to break. I did find that the time between waking up and the coffee shop's opening was good video editing time or downloading from my camera, so that's pretty much what I utilized that time for. And of course, while doing that first thing in the morning, the only thing I could think about is, well, you guessed it, coffee. Directly ahead of us are the doors that lead out to the Strip, and Starbucks is on the right, and I hope that's not what I think it is. So I did not expect a line of 50 people waiting at Starbucks at 7 o'clock in the morning, and as you know, if you ever get coffee at Starbucks, 50 people can equal more than an hour wait. I just want a black coffee, but I know all the people in front of me online would be ordering one of those macho caramel yuckies with whipped cream and fruit salad on top and whatever they get at that Starbucks. So hold on tight. I have a contingency plan. Mind you, we're 5 minutes into this coffee mission already. I've never stayed at the Cosmo before, and I've gotten to know it pretty well during my week here, and there's a couple places you can buy coffee, so we're heading upstairs, we did already, to the second floor here. and we're going to visit another place, and hopefully there won't be a line. Directly ahead of us is Egg Slut, a very popular breakfast place here. They serve, well, eggs, and eggs in every imaginable way you can think of. Unfortunately, I don't eat eggs, so I won't be stopping off there. But from what I understand, the food is really good there. While I was here at the Cosmo, I ate at a couple restaurants, including Holstein's, which you see here, as well as a few in this area called Block 16, kind of like a fancy schmancy gourmet food court. Places that you obviously wouldn't find in a normal mall food court. But one of the places here is District Donut Sliders and Brew. That's where I'm heading to get my coffee. Hopefully there won't be a line, and it looks like there isn't. I also ate at a place called Lardo, which I had a grilled cheese with barbecue brisket sandwich. It was really delicious, and there's videos coming out on all this stuff. Alrighty, coffee in hand, we're gonna head back to the room. The Cosmo has some pretty cool art, and a lot of it involves stuff that they have from the past, including this beautiful picture here that's actually made up out of key passes. And on the left here are all of the old Do Not Disturb door hangers. Some of their best hits, I guess you would call them, as far as door hangers. And as you walk the halls here in the Cosmo, as you're heading towards your room, you can't help but just look at everyone's Do Not Disturb signs as they hang out, because they're all unique, they're not all the same, and they're quite interesting as far as art and what they say. Hey, Jeff from New York, why are you stopping at that garbage pail right now? You should be getting back to the room to enjoy your coffee. Truth is, this coffee is scalding hot. Now, they put one of those little cardboard sleeves around it, but it is still scalding hot, and I got a long way to get to my room, so I need to keep putting this cup down and switching hands along with my camera hand. Shout out to Jarvis Landry, 14, who found the Joker in my latest Hurricane Harbor Great Adventure Lazy River video that came out last week. Jarvis is somewhat new to the New York channel, and he's been hitting that community tab, which I encourage all of you to do, because now there's a game that we play called Can You Spot the Difference Between Two Photographs, and Jarvis is proving himself to be an expert at this game. Check it out and click on that community tab. Apparently, Wise Malik, who usually wins all the games on this channel, is facing some stiff competition now with Jarvis Landry 14. So we'll see how that works out. And while you're at it, why don't you start playing and see if you can spot the differences on the photos or spotting mascots in these videos. My hand is on fire. Let me see if I can do the old pass the hot cup of coffee to the other hand move here. And by the way, I mentioned earlier in this video that the Starbucks that I didn't visit this morning, I will visit it later in the afternoon to show you guys something, has a piece of really cool art in it, and it's going to be at the end of this video. It's coming up shortly. The video's almost over. We're almost at our room. But stay tuned, because a lot of people don't know about this Starbucks and the unique piece of art it has in it. I found out about this piece of art at the Starbucks downstairs from Say Hi to Matthew, who's another Vegas vlogger here on YouTube. Really good channel. Check it out if you can. He's unfortunately stuck in Canada right now due to travel restrictions, but hopefully he'll be getting back down here in Vegas shortly and restarting that channel up with new Vegas movies. Until now, he's doing local stuff, and it's pretty interesting, so check out Say Hi to Matthew. Directly in front of us here at the elevator banks is the Wicked Spoon, the buffet here at the Cosmo. Very popular buffet here at the Las Vegas Strip. But quite frankly, all I can think about now is the third-degree burns on both of my hands. That's a view of the Strip south of the Cosmopolitan. My room, which I'm going to do a room tour in the near future, is facing the northern side of the Cosmo on the Strip. Directly above the Bellagio fountains. Lots of good video coming out of there as well. And while we're walking down the corridor here, I want to tell you that the Cosmo is one of the quietest hotels on the Strip I've ever stayed at least once you're in your room. It's pretty noisy downstairs, obviously. But the rooms seem to be soundproofed. I heard nothing from my neighbors, and I happen to know that the rooms were occupied on both sides of me. And noise from the hallway, nothing. So really good sound deadening here in this Cosmo. Did you notice that quick hand switch again? I'm telling you, this coffee is scalding hot. My hands, I think I'm going to run them under cold water as soon as I get into that hotel room. Here's a traveler's tip. If you're going downstairs to get coffee, make sure you grab napkins. I wish I had. And here we are back at room 3709. Exactly 10 minutes this coffee run took, at least on video. It was actually longer due to editing, but I tell you, it's really tough to get a cup of coffee first thing in the morning around here. Now, I came back later in the day to show you guys a special piece of art here at the Starbucks at the Cosmo. Obviously, there's no line here now. And again, this was pointed out to me by Say Hi to Matthew, so make sure you check that channel out. But there's lots going on here on the walls as far as colors at this Starbucks, if you notice. But if you walk to the very southern end of this Starbucks, heading towards, I guess it would be the Aria here on the strip, there's a special tile, and if you stand on it and turn around and face the Starbucks again, something very unusual happens. There's the tile. It's actually in the shape of a circle. And if you stand on this tile, turn around and look up, all those shapes and colors form a perfect circle over the counter here at Starbucks. Most people running in here for their macho caramel whipped cream fruit cocktail thingamajigger grande wouldn't notice this, and I'm here to tell you guys to stop. Smell the roses. Appreciate stuff like this. Life is too short, people. Coming up next on the New York channel, we're going to check out Midway here at the Circus Circus. I did a recent video on the Circus Circus, my last visit here on the Las Vegas Strip, but Midway was closed, and it's lots of stuff for kids to do here as well as adults if you're into arcades and games of chance that don't really involve gambling. Some of you were disappointed that the Midway was closed, so here we go. It's open, and we're going to take a walk around and see what's going on here. 1, 2, 3.
Please subscribe to New York channel. Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you for watching the New York channel. Please subscribe. Woo!
So meet Lucy and Ethel, two showgirls that will be showing up along with Betty and Wilma, Cagney and Lacey, Laverne and Shirley, and even Fred and Barney from the Chippendales, coming up on future New York videos. Will anyone get it right on the first take? Find out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.